Give me.
Good morning. This is call number 2021-27269 in the interest of Cedric Smith Jr. All parties and witnesses, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
I do.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
Taja Rosette. Mom, guardian.
You have custody of the child?
I do.
All right, Ms. Mitchell, please identify yourself and your relationship to the child.
Miss Mitchell, biological mother.
All right, Sarah, please identify yourself and your relationship to the child.
Cedric Smith, father.
All right, and for the state?
Morning, Your Honor. Angela Jeffries for the Office of the Attorney General.
All right, what are we doing today, Ms. Jeffries?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to come to you basically to pre-trial this case. Mr. Smith has made us aware that he wants to challenge the acknowledgement of paternity, but I think that it would be pertinent for the court to hear all the facts this case with a challenge of paternity because it's a non-relative, or sorry, challenge to the acknowledgement of paternity because it's a non-relative care case.
Well, I mean, I'm still going to allow him to challenge this. You don't think that's your child, Mr. Smith?
Nope.
And why is that?
It's just a lot going on. When I got him, I thought it was mine. But lately, I've been hearing a whole lot of stuff. And since this stuff right here began, I've been hearing more stuff. So I feel like if I'm gonna be obligated, I'm obligated.
Your Honor, if I may, it's my understanding that.
Hold on, Ms. Jeffries. He's speaking.
Okay. I'm sorry.
But I mean, I'm like this. Like I told him yesterday, man. I don't care if it is, if it ain't. I'm still gonna help if I can help. You know what I mean? This don't even really change that toward me even helping him regardless. So
well, okay. You don't think you're the father because you've heard some stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Ms. Mitchell?
Yes.
Is there any possibility that he's not the father?
Cedric Smith knows he's not the father. He adopted the child. Him and his wife, Taja, adopted the child from me. He knows he's not the father. He never was told he was the father. He knew the exact situation.
You're talking about Mr. Smith is not, you're saying
Mr.
he's not
Smith,
the father?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Jeffers, you wanted to say something?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, for interrupting Mrs. Smith, but what I wanted to say is, yes, it's the state's understanding that Mr. Smith filled out the acknowledgement of paternity, and the party's intention was that this was a kind of a backdoor adoption. Mr. Smith signed that document, my understanding, knowing that that child was not biologically his.
Well, okay, so I'm going to grant the acknowledgement of paternity. I mean, DNA test.
May I speak, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my position that I'm coming from, Cedric and I were, and still is, common law married. He did not know Mrs. Mitchell. I introduced him to her, and the situation at hand was she was to allow us to adopt the baby that she was pregnant with at the time. He knew willingly and intentionally, he knew that baby was not his. He agreed to financially take on the responsibility of taking care of this child. He's only asking for acknowledgement of paternity because we are no longer together, and he has told me that he's not going to take care of Cedric Jr. So by doing this, He knows that if y'all grant him this, everybody knows that he's not the biological father. He's met the biological father. He knows that he's not. He knew this from the beginning.
All right, DNA testing is ordered and the case is reset to what date, Mrs. Jeffries?
December 7th of 2021.
December 7th,